All right, we're at the Reunion Marketing booth. I'm with my pal Chad Graves. He's the VP of Sales and co-founder at Reunion. Thanks so much for joining me.
Absolutely, Michael. It's great to see you, man. I'm happy to be here talking with you guys. We love the ASOTU crew, so it's awesome to be able to see you out here at NADA.
I love how they were like, oh, Chad's talking, we're out of here.
They have been sitting here for a really long time, and then now that we're recording, they are out of here. So that must mean something. I don't know. Hopefully it's a good thing.
It's just Murphy's Law. It's just how it works. I want to talk to you about a topic. Just before we started recording, I'm like, what are we jamming on? You're like, SEO. I'm like, we got it. We're
Perfect.
into this.
Absolutely.
Is it shocking to you that in 2024, there are still some who are like, wait, SEO? We got to do SEO? Like, how do you maneuver not having SEO up to this point? And how do you introduce that to those people?
Yeah, great question, man. And because you hit the nail on the head, honestly. And it's been really interesting because I think it did kind of have this run a couple years ago where it was really I mean, everybody was on it. And then I think with pandemic, it was an easy thing to cut at the time.
Right.
To make it, hey, we don't really need this today. And I think dealers got used to being able to rely on other strategies or other mediums. But when you look at it now, we're just over-invested in other marketing spheres instead of investing back in our organic.
Yeah.
So when you really look at a strategy as a whole, you're saying, hey, we can actually probably save you some money, create some more things, and you really just have to help show them that. And I think that's really what we're trying to do out here today.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, if there's a time that SEO is more relevant, it's right now. Like, this is the time that dealers need to really be thinking about this. But, I mean, you're seasoned in automotive. How do you help them reconcile the need for this strategy, this marketing activity that maybe doesn't return an immediate response when there are so many? I mean, we're here at NADA. There's so many
a lot of bells and whistles to look at.
And whistles.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think for me, it's about making it simple. It's about getting back to the basics. When I think about SEO, there's a couple pillars that really stand out. You've got the keywords and the content that you really need to be looking at, some of the local SEO pieces, obviously technical conversion, things like that. But those first two, being able to really drill it down and show them what's not working, maybe where we've given up ground to a competitor or even third-party sites, bringing it back home. Because that's really what we all think about, right? Is like, despite all the bells and whistles, most dealers, I still believe, know that it's about people and processes. So it's about getting those people back into the dealership, showing them where they're not ranking and where they have opportunities to get in front of new customers.
Yeah, I love how you put that. I mean, it's really like, what are people talking about? What are they interested in?
Yep.
What phase of the buying journey, right, are they at? And just meet them where they're at.
Exactly. It's marketing 101, right? You have something that people want to buy, so get the message in front of them. And it's just about making sure they're easier to find. And that when they do get to us, because dealerships invest a lot of money in getting people to the website, we'll make sure that they have an experience that works with what they're looking for. Whether they're really shopping and still figuring out what they want, or if they know exactly what make and model they want, and they're just looking for the right piece of inventory. Treating that a little bit differently, it can all be done, and that's what helps make it a fluid process.
Yeah, you touch on something too that I think is so important, which is the importance of not just the SEO work that's going to be done, but the SEO strategy, and making sure that you're not the dealership's not making promises that they can't fulfill in store.
100%.
So you see that offline thing happens real quick.
Absolutely. And I think it's one of the best things that you can do, and we've got some great partners, and I think making sure that the agency, whoever a dealer's using, whoever you're using for your SEO, just keep them involved. Let them know what you have and are experiencing in the dealership, and then we can make sure to be reflecting that in your digital marketing efforts.
I was having a conversation this morning and somebody said, well, how come my SEO's not working? And I said, explain this to me. And they said, well, our site's not converting. And I was like,
Yep.
I'm like, so you're talking about conversion rate optimization.
Yep.
We're talking about SEO.
Absolutely.
Do you find that often? Like, how do you marry the two? Because they're two different disciplines, right?
Two different disciplines, but I do consider them linked, right? And so for us, there's some huge website players here, and they're looking at a lot of data together. The way I like to look at it and how we look at conversion is, okay, how's it look for Michael's Toyota versus Chad's Toyota?
Right.
And you got to kind of just play around with the data, see what's working, what's not. We have a tendency to overcomplicate the VDPs and add 10, 12 different calls to action. So it's about just, again, as a partner, looking out for that side of the business too.
I love it. Well, hey, we're here at the Reunion booth with my friend Chad Graves from Reunion Marketing. If you guys are considering SEO related services, you definitely got to check them out. Thanks so much for joining me.